Alright, yo, what's up, fuckers? It's Vanta. It's Friday. The bike isn't fully, working. I mean, it's not fully repaired. But I did manage to fix the one critical, I guess, broken component, which was the, put this down a little bit. The brake pedal. The brake pedal needed replacing. Because it wasn't fully retracting, and I could have just bent it out of place to get it fixed. But I prefer actually just replacing the part altogether. These parts aren't all that expensive anyways. But so far it's weird. It's weird going from a very torquey, shaky. Going from a very torquey and shaky, V-twin, 1200 V-twin. Down to this, like when I first took off from my house, I was like, wait, what? Like, is the clutch slipping? Nope. But no, it's just again, the inline fours don't really have low end torque. Granted, this one does in relation to other inline fours because it has the bigger bores. Is it bigger bore? Yeah, it's a bigger bore. So less horsepower, more torque. But still, not nearly as crazy as a V-twin. When each cylinder is the size of the engine itself. Alright, let's gas this up. I'm in a bit of a rush today. But I should have done I'll do a quick one right now. After I fill up. Do a quick function test of the rear brake. Make sure I installed the what's it called? No. Do a quick thing of the brake, just see if the brake light's working on the rear. This thing takes 87. Come on, give me 87. Cool. Is this working? Rear brake's not working. That's okay. I'll get to that later. As long as the front's not even working either. Oh, you know what? What the fuck? Oh, it's constantly on. Probably need to adjust this. Shut up. Oh my god, but this is so fucking... Oh, I miss this. Oh, this is home right here. Oh, it's smooth. It's not, one thing that I was struggling a lot with was my back. I guess, I don't know, just driving, don't want to disclose my job, but what I do for work, my back is taking a lot of stress. And I found out a few months ago that like riding my motorcycle, as fun as it is, it's also good for my back because I guess the seating position and when you're leaning the bike over, it kind of it twists your back in a certain way. You're just stretching your back, I guess, in a good sense. You're exercising it. Your spine, my spine, lower spine actually. So just doing that quick little, take into the on ramp was like, oh, thank God, because on the, you're not putting a lot of stress on your spine. When it comes to, ooh, did I put the thing? Yeah. When it comes to riding this bike, most naked bikes, you shouldn't be putting a lot of stress on your spine. Most of the weight is supported by, I believe, like the balls of your feet. Right now, there's no need to, so I'm just, sitting as I would on a chair, leaning slightly forward, not putting a lot of stress on my lower spine. But Oh, this is heaven. Woo! Oh, this is great. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, what I learned from the drop is to not overcook the front. You know, I was braking so hard that it was tearing off paint. You know, tearing off the stop sign paint off the street. You know, the asphalt. So I need to be careful with that. Not careful, but just slow down on the braking. Now that I know what these brakes are capable of, which is far more than what I'm capable of, or what I need actually, what I want, what I need. It's take it easy, because the first 2 years of owning this bike, I'd never dropped it, you know, hard. You know, I did drop it once with my girlfriend. You know, she fell off the bike and yanked me down with her. She yanked me down with her. But I never actually dropped the bike while riding. You know, I've almost had a few tip overs, you know, from coming to a stop too fast. But finally, a few weeks ago, I overcooked a stop, you know, and I pretty much just threw myself off the bike. Or the bike decided, you know, I had enough with this bullshit of throwing you off. So I learned. I was prior to that, I was very apprehensive of what was going to happen when I crashed. You know, like, is this bike ever going to crash? Where is the limits of this bike? And it finally showed me this is the limit. That'll be $600 to fix me, please. But yeah, now I'm much more comfortable riding the bike. As opposed to when I first started riding, every time I dropped the bike, I felt kind of betrayed by the bike. It was like, oh, like, why'd you do that to me? You know, I thought we were having fun. And you know, I was scared to lean it over after that. But now that the bike has shown me, like, hey, this is my limit. I'm like, okay, cool. I won't do that ever again. I don't need to be at that limit. I don't ever have to be there. That's beyond faster than emergency braking for me, like what's necessary for me. And it's just like, cool, thanks bike. You know, it's cool that you let me know that. Sucks that, you know, you cost that much to fix again, because this is the second time I had to, you know, replace parts, because it's not the first time this bike has been dropped hard. My dad dropped it a few months ago, dented the tank, you know, scratched the cowl, the alternator cover, all that, you know. But that wasn't me that dropped it. But still, you know, I had to replace the parts, you know. Thankfully, you know, not thankfully, but you know, my dad, you know, he's a mechanic. He put the bike back together. But this is the first time where it's my fault, and it's, again, no big deal. I actually feel a lot more confident. It feels great, man. It's like, I mean, most people have experience with roller coasters. Imagine riding like a rickety ass old roller coaster, like a wooden one. For example, like Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is not smooth at all. Or the Matterhorn at Disneyland. Not smooth at all. Like, your spine's just hurting. Oh, you know, it's horrible. It's ancient. You're feeling every bump, every, you know, twist. And then you hop on some, I don't know what the company's called, but think of like those steel roller coasters like Scream at Six Flags, or Twisted Colossus. Just super smooth, buttery smooth. It's like you're just on a cloud, but you're, you know, feeling all this force. And this is what this bike feels like. And those older, you know, the Ghost Rider and all that, that's what the Harley felt like. You were in pain the entire time. You're in this retarded ass seating position that, honestly, now that I'm back on this seating position, fuck ape hangers, fuck forward seating positions. You can get by with them, but it's like, alright, you can also get by eating off of like lead pewter plates. No, fuck you, just stick to like ceramic and plastic. Oh, this is so smooth. Ah! And I have the mirror set up properly now, I think. No, I don't know. No. This one, because this bar is bent, I need to lift it up a bit, just a tiny bit. But oh, it's good to have my mirrors back. Oh, I can see everywhere. I don't have to be doing this all the time. And granted, you know, you still have to do that from time to time. You know, it depends on what you're trying to do, checking your blind spots, whatnot. But not nearly as frequent. Like, I don't have to look down. I can just look straight ahead and, you know, scan ahead, and I can still see what's going on the side of me using my peripherals. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Oh. Oh, and the cars can't fuck with me anymore. Oh, that's great. That's one of the shitty things about the Harley is even if you're riding fast, people know that you're coming up. They can hear you coming up, so they'll do anything they want to do. They can block you. They can move out of the way. But a lot of times they're gonna tailgate you, so you got to keep on. I don't want to get into it, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just people want to fuck with you because Harley has a reputation. I don't know what it is. It's the brand that most Americans are familiar with, I think. Outside of maybe like Suzuki. So yeah, there's a reputation to them. And this bike is dead silent when you're not ringing it up. Like right now I'm just cruising. You know, it's got a bit of sound to it if you're on the street, but on the highway you can't really hear it because of the wind. When you're in a car, of course. Oh, I feel in control again. Oh my God. I'm comfortable. It's hot, but you know, I'm comfortable. Who cares? The power delivery is so friendly, to me at least. I know when I first got this bike, I was like, whoa, this is power, man. This is fucking crazy. Oh, but, you know, the torque, it feels non-existent compared to the Harley. Even though it picks up just as fast, it just, you know, just the delivery is much smoother. Oh, and I can feel the clutch engage and stuff for I guess the transmission pickup every time I'm on the gas. So I can be super smooth. Oh. Oh, come on, Tesla. Yeah, you see, I'm just so used to being at the, you know, below 4,000 RPM with the Harley that I'm like, where's the torque? And then it kicks in at 6,000 RPM. So, just a little adjustment to not remind myself, but just like, oh yeah, I forgot inline 4, you know, power's up there. Up there, not down there. Oh, come on, dude, come on. Fucking signals. Oh, the wind. I can lean into the wind now. With the ape hangers, you're kind of leaning back, and then the wind is pulling you further back. So you're using your back, your spine to kind of fight the wind. Oh, it's beautiful. This is where bikes are meant to be. I'm sure there's some, you know, micro improvements that can be done, but I don't think it'll get better than this, to be honest. And that's why I bought this bike. So I'm like, you know what? Motorcycles are not going to be are no longer going to be like engineered in the future. I believe like all the engineering's done for it. It's time to pick, like, I don't know, just the pinnacle of some category of motorcycling. You know, naked bike, sport bike, whatever. And I for here in Los Angeles, naked bikes are the way to go. There's an argument to be said that maybe adventure bikes because you're sitting higher up, but I don't know. I never cared much for that, and you know, just if I want to use the adventure bike, I gotta go out to the San Bernardino Mountains, the Angeles Forest, San Gabriel Mountains, and it's like, do I want to go out there? I drive for work. I drive a long distance to work as well. Do Do I want to go out there to the fucking mountain just to enjoy what the bike can offer when I could just go anywhere in LA, Orange County, whatever, and just enjoy the naked bike for what it's meant to do, is be on the streets, be on pavement. Same can be said about sport bikes. Do I really want to get a sport bike if I have to be taking it to the track to enjoy what it has to offer? No. That's why I skipped on the CB650F, even though looking back on it, the ergonomics are almost exactly the same. I should have just bought the F. I mean the R, the CBR, you know, not the 600 or the 650. Ah! And then the what do they call it? The handlebars, 5/8 of an inch or something like that. 5/8. I don't know what the measurement is, but the stock Honda handlebars, they're tiny, they're thin, they're not, you know, pencil thin, but you know, they're comfortable, they're assuring. As opposed to the Harley, they got these massive fucking like 2-inch handlebars. I really don't know how it's measured, to be honest. But they were just massive, you know, really thick handlebars. And you would think, oh, they're thicker, they're sturdier. No, it would wobble because, you know, there was just so much handlebar. That's just inherent of the... let me go. You see, when I used to be like super competent with lane splitting, now I'm kind of I've taken a step back. Realized like, wow, I used to go fucking fast. But right now I'm really slow. This is actually not embarrassing for me, but like it's just like I could go faster. I just need to get more confident with the bike, more comfortable. But then again, riding on a Harley, you can't do the same shit. You know, I was always worried about losing tread on the Harley because I remember the first day of riding it, I was losing, you know, I was running out of tread. You know, I was like, you know, maybe like 1 or 2 more degrees left of fucking just, you know, losing the fucking rear in a turn. And so I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna go to that limit ever again, like on that bike. So, this is great. I'm comfortable. I can see. All right, let's. My only gripe, like my only kind of what's it called? A grievance right now is that the rear brake is always on. So no one really knows if I'm stopping, if I'm slowing down. But then again, woo! I could have handled that much smoother, but that was okay. That was acceptable for right now, for the first ride in 2 weeks. Woo! See, like, where do I want to push it? Oh yeah, you see, no one knows that I'm here. I love that. Oh! Ride like you're invisible. Riding becomes much safer when you ride like that. But when they can see you, now cars can react to you, and that's not a good thing. You want them to stay static as possible. Static meaning, you know, if they're taking, you know, the lane in front of you, that they're not going to adjust the acceleration or how fast they're taking it. You know, just let them take it. React accordingly. But now that they're reacting to you, you're kind of playing this game of like I react, you react. You know, it's like it's dangerous. It's dangerous. But cars do not know that I'm coming up. Maybe right now because I'm in 5th. But Oh, it's beautiful. And I've gotten, since riding the Harley, I've been a little bit more comfortable with carts, you know, riding up on my ass, because I can always escape. You know, just drop a gear and just push up. Like, I mean, it's still rational fear to have of getting rear-ended, but now I've gotten a little more comfortable. All right, let's fucking, like right here. The Subaru behind me was just being a dickhead. Right there, I didn't even have to drop a gear. I didn't have to fucking turn around and see, like, is there someone in my blind spot? Because I have the mirror. It works. Beautiful. One thing I might have to do is adjust this mirror again on the right. Just raise it up a few threads, because it is pointing down. It naturally just points down a bit lower. Woo! Oh, it screams! Oh, I love that. You know, here was thinking, you know, prior to riding the bike, I'm like, oh no, it's the CB650. I'm kind of growing tired of it. I'm super accustomed to its mannerisms and stuff. I'm really tired. But now that I've taken a couple weeks off and ridden this bike, it's like, well, oh, thank God. You know, like, I missed you. It's like home. Whoa, oh shit. Okay, that's something I have to address. The front just kind of wobbled. I don't know what that was. Move out of the way, losers. You fucking virgins.